How are you? What is this? What? It's this.
What do you mean what is this? That is the color motif of the day.
I don't like that color, boss. Never like it at all.
I don't care. I am your creator. You are a puppet. This is not a democracy. Now, don't waste time. Do your thing.
I am not doing anything, boss. I don't like the color, period. I am sitting this out.
Shut up. You have no say in this. You are just a puppet.
Oh yeah? I am calling your wife.
But that is her favorite color.
No, it's not. Her color is green. Change the color or I will call her now.
Alright. Alright. There. There. Do your thing.
Thank you. Now give me my cue, please. Sometimes I find myself praying that nothing bad happens to President Duterte, if only because I truly dread the assumption to the presidency of Vice President Robredo. This is definitely one of those times. The constitutional successor to Duterte has come up with what she thinks is a brilliant idea. That is, preserve the ruins of Marawi City as a reminder to all of the bravery of the Filipino soldiers who fought IS-inspired terrorists there. According to a report in one newspaper, Robredo said,
I hope the ruins will be preserved, diba, because yung, ano ba, ahaha, they will serve like a monument, diba, a monument, baga, for, diba, for the bravery of our soldiers and diba, also, the residents of Marawi, diba? Ayon.
Robredo, the report continued, said preserving the ruins would serve
as a lesson in as a warning on terrorism.
What sort of lesson keeping Marawi untouched and keeping its residents out would teach, neither Robredo nor the report could say. Robredo's proposal, made as the Duterte government was setting into motion its plans to rehabilitate the war-torn city, reminded me again of what her political mentors and enablers in the Liberal Party did after they retook Zamboanga City from a small band of armed Moro rebels who attempted to occupy the regional western Mindanao hub in 2013. After engaging the rebels in fierce house-to-house fighting and subjecting the city to heavy aerial bombardment that presaged what took place in Marawi 4 years later, the administration of President Noynoy Aquino retook the city and left it in ruins. Then, as was common during that presidency, the government in Manila seemed to lose interest in rehabilitating Zamboanga, including thousands of evacuees who were forced to live in a city stadium. The United Nations and international rights groups criticized Aquino for abandoning the victims of its month-long war and creating a humanitarian crisis that no one in government seemed to want to fix after the military had repelled the rebel attack. Now, I can understand if VP Robredo wants to keep one or two structures in Marawi as they are. Sort of like what the citizens of Berlin, Hiroshima, and New York City did, as anti-war and anti-terror memorials. But keeping the entire city of Marawi in ruins, or even just the so-called main battle area that encompasses its entire downtown area as it is just plain wrong. If Robredo's proposal is adopted, what, exactly, would happen? The people of Marawi, who just want to return to their old lives before the terrorists started their occupation of the city 5 months ago, would have nothing to return to. The VP's call makes no mention of what to do with the displaced Marawi residents. If she wants them to move the city to an entirely new settlement elsewhere, or to be dispersed all over the country? Will Marawi be replicated, house by house, building by building, in a new place? Or will its residents be abandoned, Zamboanga fashion, in favor of keeping the current bombed out ghost town that their city has become? Also, I know that noted architect and urban planner John Palafox was the originator of keeping parts of the city untouched as a war memorial. This is a fact that compounds Robredo's sin by adding the element of plagiarism. But I'm sure that Palafox did not envision keeping all of Marawi preserved in its current state. It's statements like this that make me worry if there's really anything between Robredo's ears. And this makes me pore over every latest picture or video of Duterte, just to make sure he's healthy enough to continue being president. I'm happy to report that the president seems to be doing just fine, for the vice president's strange ailment. However, I think all of medical science has not yet found a remedy.